Chur neach UFC, Casey O'Neill roich bin na hamas yn eichge a chonilwch, gus a fi na neach hapach professionta, a stegi a hahar eichgin sy'n spors.
So I used to go with him after school to his kickboxing classes and sit there and just watch along. And obviously I was a very active, hyper kid, so I just jumped up and started doing the techniques in the corner anyway. And eventually I was allowed to jump into the adults class. So as a really young kid, I was like 5 years old in the adults class, and I would partner up with my dad, and that's how I sort of got started. You know, it was like a bonding experience more so than anything else for me at that point. But slowly the love grew. I used to play soccer as well, football in Scotland, and I used to get into trouble all the time because obviously I went from a full contact sport to a no contact sport. So being young, you don't really understand the difference. So I used to just slide tackle people, pull girls' ponytails down and pull their shirts. And I guess they didn't like that too much. I ended up getting kicked off every team in driving distance from my parents. So they were like, you know what? I feel like the combat sports is a little bit more natural. We'll just stick with that.
Va a van Albanach sa hiet sapach le profession de eiche, ik eus koit bluna giak. Agus jachrich in jolle shoi na njach hapach.
In hindsight, when I look back, I think I was too young. You know, I fought a 23-year-old girl at the time that I was 15, so she was a lot stronger than me. Even though I was winning, I lost. I ended up losing. I got knocked out, and then I had a fight at 16 where I lost as well. So it was a little bit disheartening being so young, and this is the only thing I've ever loved, the only thing I've ever wanted to do. I never had a second choice as a career path. So it was really like disheartening. Everyone around me started to be like, maybe you should look at doing other things and stuff. You know, they're quick to count you out. And I never gave up on myself though. I took 2 years off of fighting and only trained really hard. And then the winning streak began then, and it still continues to this day.
At sa vai gulachug a is a trainig, vai kudjoch a delige glucusion persenta, if I are le piano ye.
Yeah, I would say that was like a darkness in my life. Like I felt a little bit like I struggled with depression and everything a little bit when I was growing up because I had put so many eggs in this basket and it felt like they weren't working out. So I like moved gyms. I was like had new relationships in my life, like lost my coach, gained a new one, moved from the gym that I always knew where my dad still trained, even though I left, and I was like by myself. So it was the first time that I was ever sort of by myself, I guess. And I knew I wanted it so bad that I was going to do anything that it took. So that new gym, the way they trained, it was like 3-4 hours a night, every night. So I would either go to school or go to work, whatever, depending what day it was, work all day or go to school all day and go straight up and train for 4 hours, you know. So I was grinding it out really hard because I wanted it so bad. And I knew that the harder I worked, the better I was going to be. And I guess that mindset worked because I still overtrain to this day. You know, I'm the only person I know that trains 4 times a day, but I make it work for myself.
Yes, that's exactly what I want, explode.
In Nuri, Hoshin Casey Coram, Sapach at UAE Warriors, varin de vuanihi kunan Sapach at UFC.
I flew out here on a charter flight. I took the fight in UAE Warriors knowing I couldn't get back into Thailand. No idea what I was going to do. Cornered my friend on Fight Island and jumped on the free flight to Vegas because it was the only place open. I came here actually on like a tourist visa, so it was only for 3 months. I couldn't work. I couldn't do anything. But I knew that I was going to get the call because I'd been working so hard and I'm manifesting it hard. And I told Mick on Fight Island that I wasn't leaving Vegas until he signed me. So 2 weeks later, he called me with that short notice opportunity to fight on Fight Island. And I just like lost it. I was crying, you know, like everything that I've worked for my whole life, you know, everybody doubting me and me having to overcome everything that I overcame. And I finally felt really good about myself and confident. And I was ready to take that short notice fight and go and blow them out of the water. But unfortunately, that fight never happened. I still got the contract though, and a little bit more time to prepare, which was better in the long run anyway, because I'm doing great now.
Stay oprachog go cruig go sarfachas a channealach, channeal Casey Sapach a chawl. A is hai nachis a bhí na gascach UFC san tamri teach.
obviously I want to be the champion. You know, I'm doing this to be the best and to fight the best and just prove myself against them. So I'm hoping that in 2 years I end up getting that fight for the belt. I'd love to fight as many people as possible until then and get as much experience as possible. So I just want to fight up the ladder each time, and little bit by little bit. I'm ranked number 14 now, so maybe number 13 and then number 12, and you know, just take it step by step because I'm still young and growing. But I see myself having a long career in the sport. I'm 24 years old, and I think that if I can fight for that belt and claim it in a couple of years, I can defend it for quite a few years after that as well. So I'm really looking forward to my future in the sport. It's something that I've dreamed of, like I said, when I was a little girl, dreamed of being the best in the UFC, and I'm well on my way to it now. So I was a really strong-headed little girl, you know. I wasn't going to let anybody tell me that it was too much for me to ask to be where I'm at now, you know. Everybody was telling me that I was thinking too big and everything, but I don't think you can think that. Of course, I had my doubts and like weak moments at times, but the confidence really didn't worry. I've stuck with it. I've believed in myself throughout everything, and I think that if you believe in yourself and you work hard enough, things are going to come to you. I don't think that you can't make it. Like, there's no choice but to make it if you're working hard and you believe in yourself. So yeah, and I think that's something that I'm trying to instill into the younger people that I know that train or fight or train at my gym even and aspiring to fight. Never give up on yourself. A couple of losses doesn't mean anything. A loss doesn't mean anything, and waiting a little bit longer doesn't mean anything either. You know, you're going to make it eventually if you just stick to the path.